Hello, in this short video we are going to investigate the following A+ level problem. If f of x is given to be this function, then f prime of pi over 4 is equal to. Pause the video at this point and give it a try to see which one of the following options is the answer to this problem. Okay, so technically speaking, there is nothing very strange in this problem. A complicated function is given to us and we are supposed to calculate the derivative of this function at given point pi over 4. Of course, if you just want to naively tackle the problem, okay, by brute force, you will be able to do that. But of course, you have to know that this is the product, so you have to use the product rule. And for this part of the problem, you have to use the quotient rule. And for the numerator and the denominator, if you want to differentiate them as it is needed in the quotient rule, you have to use the chain rule. So in principle, you can do the problem. But the trick in the problem is to, if you look into it a little bit wiser, then you will be able to find a simple way to do this heavy calculation. So let us do this. The point is the second function becomes 0 exactly at this number pi over 4. So how this will help us? So let us do like this. So let me call this function u of x, and let me call this function v of x. Okay, so the function f of x is equal to the product of u and v. But the important observation here is that v calculated at pi over 4, which is the point given in the problem, becomes sine of pi over 4 minus pi over 4, which is sine of 0, and it is 0. So let us see how this will help us. Okay, my point is to calculate the derivative of f, so I will differentiate this function, but this is a product, so I have to use the product rule. So f prime of x is the derivative of the first function multiplied by the second function itself plus the other way around, the first function itself multiplied by the derivative of the second function. But the question mark that I am looking for is just actually f prime of pi over 4. So it means that I have to replace x with pi over 4 everywhere. So this becomes u prime of pi over 4 v times v of pi over 4 plus u of pi over 4 multiplied by v prime of pi over 4. Okay, so if I ask you which one of the function has a harder derivative, I mean the derivative of which one of these functions is harder to obtain, of course the derivative of u is hard. But this appears here, which we don't need to calculate because y of pi over 4 is indeed equal to 0. Yes? So, even though calculating u prime of pi over 4 is complicated, but we don't need it because whatever this number is multiplied by 0, it becomes 0. So what I need to calculate is just simply u pi over 4, which is not hard. I just replace x in u with pi over 4 and multiplied by the derivative of v at pi over 4. That is also simple because that is a simple chain rule. So what I need to do, I need to calculate v prime of x. So how should I do that? I will take this to be u in my head, so this becomes sine u, and I want to differentiate it. So it becomes cosine of u, but I have to multiply it by u prime. But u prime is nothing except minus 1. So it becomes minus cosine of u, which is minus cosine of pi over 4 minus x. So now if I ask you what is v prime of pi over 4, you just replace x with pi over 4. So it becomes minus cosine of pi over 4 minus pi over 4 is 0. Cosine of 0 is 1. I have a negative sign there, so it becomes minus 1. So we realize that this part is just minus 1. And now I have to calculate u of pi over 4, but u of pi over 4 is also very simple. So I go to my function u, I replace x with pi over 4. So this becomes sine of pi over 4 to the power of 4 divided by 1 plus 3 sine of pi over 4 to the power of 2. but we know that sine of pi over 4 is 1 over square root of 2. So if I calculate this, the numerator becomes 1 to the power of 4, and the denominator becomes 1 plus 3 over 2. If I multiply the numerator and denominator by 4, so the numerator becomes 1, the denominator becomes 4 plus 6, which is 1 over 10. Okay, so this becomes minus 0.1. Okay, and then finally the question mark becomes, this number is that is not minus. I don't know why I put minus there, sorry. So this is equal to 0.1, and now the question mark becomes minus 0.1. Yes, as you see here, this minus 1 multiplied by this 0.1 gives me minus 0.1, which of course is option D in this problem. Okay, I hope that this video was useful for you. Until the next video, be safe and goodbye. Thank you.